Hey everybody, how you doing? There's a problem that's associated with my longtime friend Mike Silver's article reporting that the National Football League is going to remove the end racism message from the end zones for the 59th Super Bowl. And the problem is that Mike Silver broke the story, and yet there are other publications, both in the web world and also on the video world, in terms of YouTube channels that specifically, that are crediting other sources, other journalists who were not the originators of the story. So I'm making this to set the record straight. Now, what's the overall problem? The overall problem is that prior to the election, and by 2-3 years, I believe, last 3 years, the National Football League has had a practice of putting the end racism message in the back of the end zone on the white stripe, which says "End Racism." And at first it was a controversial action, then people got used to it. I thought it was great. But all of a sudden, according to the source that gave the story first to Mike, the NFL is ending it. Now, it was revealed yesterday that President Trump is going to attend the 59th Super Bowl in New Orleans. So a number of people went to the White House. I even wrote an email to the White House press office asking if that directive did come from Trump. And even though the White House has not produced a definitive answer to this point, everyone is jumping on the NFL and saying, hey, look, you're acquiescing to what you would perceive as racist corporate interests. Because specifically the president, because in past years, that sign has been there. No one's made an issue of it, at least not to the point where it rose to public attention. Now all of a sudden, it has. And there is a policy buried in one of Trump's executive orders that essentially says, don't call out racism. That such practices are frowned on. You can't say it's against the law. However, from the White House perspective, via the executive order, doing that could negatively impact funding an organization receives, and that would include the National Football League and, by extension, NFL teams. So the NFL felt it was in its best interest to, apparently, and I'm only hypothesizing, remove the message, which is unfortunate. So anyway, there's the update. But Mike Silver broke the story. Just want to get that out there really quickly. And say, hey, subscribe to Xenia62 on YouTube and bookmark NFL News by Xenia62.com.